think where you're seeing a lot of new entrants is really building technology on the cloud native. And I think there's a little fundamental differentiator between an application that has been ported to the cloud versus one that's been fundamentally architected on the cloud using kind of one of the big three cloud vendors. And so by building natively on the cloud, being native API first in connectivity and integration, not only with banks, but other technology vendors like ERP platforms or other applications that are kind of in that office of the CFO tech stack, but also the ability to leverage, the real hot button topics or buzzwords right now of machine learning and artificial intelligence. And really that takes data and data ingestion and getting that data coming in so that you can apply the use of AI and ML tools. All of that's really driving innovation and bringing new entrants into the marketplace.
One thing certainly is a technology change, like an improvement in technology. Now you can crunch, millions of records in a fraction of a second that you could not do earlier. So certainly the tools and technology available that can do that now. The second thing also is a huge market. If you think about the mid-market, I mean, $1 million to $1 billion revenue. In US alone, there are 200,000 companies that fall in that category. And even if you take the very top tier TMS, or the very popular TMS, they probably have a few thousand customers. So there's a huge unmet need in the market. So that's one of the reasons that I wanted to target this market. So maybe that's what's going on. I mean, a lot of people have realized that this is a market that's underserved.
I kind of think there's three major tailwinds, if you will, for this increase of solutions and offerings and vendors. And I'll say the three are probably pretty obvious, but it's good to break them out into those three. So one is technology and its ability to allow for a lower barrier of entry. Number two is just the economy in general and what we're seeing in the market. And number three is money. And not money as in money that us treasurers like to manage, but the money flowing into these companies and these innovations. And so when I say technology, I don't necessarily mean just APIs or generative AI, which is really, really buzzy now, but things like open banking. And you have vendors that make it easier to build products. Think about connectivity aggregators or the folks that are able to help streamline how vendors connect to ERP systems and the like. And so when you have this technology that's available, you have a lower barrier for entry, and therefore you're seeing companies come up and pop up and try to solve these solutions and not have to have millions and millions of dollars in their pocket to work through building the infrastructure to build the solution. Rather, they already have the infrastructure partners to then just think about what does their product actually offer. From the economy perspective, I mean, we all know about this as treasurers, right? High interest rates, you're seeing bank failures, all of these big news items that have hit the news over the last few years. It's leading to a higher focus on cash and money, and you're seeing the CFOs coming down and asking, okay, what are we doing with our money and our cash, right? And so there is a lot of attention from the CFOs. We're seeing things like technology transformations or finance transformations. So budgets are opening up and allowing for companies to go out and look for systems to help with these transformations. And therefore the appetite is there. Now there's vendors that are kind of trying to meet that appetite. And third is money. And it kind of actually comes into what I just mentioned earlier in terms of this higher focus of the CFO. What we're seeing and what we saw in our journey as we also raised money was that in the venture space, there is an appetite for investors to put money or investment into tools that are supporting the CFO stack. And when you have interest in the venture community, you have this opportunity to have a good idea or somewhat of a good product or some traction, which will attract money, which allows you to then continue building. And so with this influx of money, you're seeing tons of new vendors, you're seeing new competition, and I think with that you see innovation. So more competition, in my opinion, more innovation, and that's where we're heading. So if you put those three things together, I think it's a bit of a perfect storm for all of this coming together in the finance space and also into the treasury domain as well.